Yes.
There's even pens.
Well, I'd like to start off with a 2-minute opening, and Kevin, you'll be first.
Thank you,
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you to all of you and Speaker O'Brien, Alex, and John. Thank you for putting on this debate this evening, and thank you for everyone for participating and showing up this evening. You know, needless to say, New Hampshire is in desperate need of some new leadership in the corner office in Concord, which is why I've been traveling all around this state for the last 8 months, talking to voters at our various town hall meetings, and speaking to them and sharing with them my long-term vision for the state, my specific economic plan to make New Hampshire more economically competitive over the next decade. And as many of you know, it's a plan that lowers taxes on all businesses, it's a plan that makes healthcare more affordable, brings down our electricity rates, retains more young people in the state after they finish school, and it's a plan to make state government more accountable and transparent to the taxpayers as well. But it's more than just about delivering on big ideas. To me, the next governor has to show that they have the experience and having gotten good reforms in how state government operates. Now, some candidates will talk about offering leaner budgets. I've actually written a reduced budget when I was the assistant director of our state's juvenile justice agency. Some candidates may talk about supporting certain policy reforms like right to work. As an elected official, I voted for right to work back in the 1990s before it was cool to vote for right to work, and I advocated on it very strongly when I was the director of Cornerstone in the last legislative session. And some candidates may even talk about making certain appointments as governor. And as a senior aide to Governor Craig Benson, I was intimately involved in the nomination process for the executive branch, perhaps none more high profile than the nomination of a former Attorney General named Kelly Ayotte, who I'm very proud to call my U.S. Senator today. You know, I've often said that the governor's office is a 2-year term, so there's no time for on-the-job training. You got to know what your plan is when you go in there and how you're going to go about executing that plan. You got to be ready to roll on day one, and if I'm your next governor, you can trust that I will be ready on that first day. Thank you.
Thank you, John. It's great to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Is there not energy in the Republican Party right now, right here? Let's build on that. You know, I want to thank John and the Granite State Institute of Politics for organizing this great event, and for you all to take time out of your lives to come here and talk about policy and have a conversation about the future of New Hampshire. You know, my name is Ovide Lamontagne, and I am running for governor because I know New Hampshire, and I know New Hampshire needs leadership for a change in the corner office in Concord. New Hampshire is at a crossroads as much of the United States, and we need proven, tested, experienced leaders to assume positions of responsibility here in New Hampshire, and I'm ready to do that. I'm a 4th generation New Hampshire native, the son of New Hampshire farmers, mill workers, and dentists. I grew up in blue-collar East Manchester. After college, I taught high school for 3 years with my wife, Betty, and then I went to law school, or worked my way to law school, and then moved back to East Manchester, the same neighborhood where I grew up, next door to my parents. I started practicing law at Divine Willamette Branch in Manchester, and I've been a business lawyer at the same firm for 26 years. I've represented businesses of all types, small and large, in some of the toughest transactions in New Hampshire. And I've been a business owner. And people across this state tell me, jobs, jobs, jobs is a priority for them. I'm the only candidate for governor in this race who has any business experience whatsoever, and I'll use that experience in representing you in Concord. I've also been a leader in government. I'm the only candidate that's been appointed by a governor, confirmed by executive councilor, to serve you as a volunteer chairman of the State Board of Education for the mid-90s. And we made fundamental changes there. And I've been a leader in the not-for-profit sector as well. It is important that we have government working with charities like Easter Seals, the Boy Scouts, to continue to provide the delivery system for our citizens. I am the only candidate for governor with proven, tested leadership in these 3 sectors of our state government. I am running for governor not to hold office, but to make a difference. And together we can do that for New Hampshire. Thank you very much.
GrokTV.